You're still taking point?
Yep.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Yep, and I am talking to the little tiny servant all the long way.
All the way home.
18.
18?
18.
Doesn't seem to be much else as you continue down the way, although you do hear... Sorry, it was supposed to be a perception check.
Oh, yeah, I did. I
Okay, yeah, sorry. But you do hear a slight skittering sound coming from kind of around you.
Hold up. Can I scan the ground to see if there's... See what's going on here?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yep. 8.
8. You don't know.
I'm gonna decide if I want to let my little buddy
What's
go
up?
figure it out.
What is it?
You hear that skittering, like that little critter noises?
Do I hear the skittering?
Make a perception check.
Nope, I do not. It's a 5.
You sure don't?
No, I don't hear it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to take the Alexandria phone off my shoulder. Gonna put it on the floor. Want to go see if that's good news or bad news? Want to figure that out for me?
Okay. It begins kind of crawling.
Wait, how long does it last?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Oh,
It's
boy.
yeah. This is Nelson's son.
It's Nelson.
My Nelson.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse. You beat me to it.
Damn it.
Hello. I am Entropy. The following is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Names, characters, businesses, places, and incidents are either products of the Dungeon Master's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblances to actual persons living or dead or any actual events are purely coincidental. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. You might be wondering how we got here.
All right. So you guys are continuing on into this next area. Nelson kind of puts up a hand for you guys to stop as you hear like a bubbling sound coming from up ahead, and you see a faint glowing orange light. In front of you all, you see essentially a moat of lava. You hear like a little screech and like almost the sounds of like clicking. You see 3 of these kind of floating tentacle creatures, and you are poisoned and paralyzed. So it is going to then move you both just right over the lava. And you see that there's actually like a cave that goes underneath this ground area.
Guys, I think it's a false door.
Nelson.
Yeah.
You're walking forward for a little bit, and suddenly your cheek feels a little bit wet. But
Nelson's not gonna
Nelson,
get
you
in.
peel up the hole.
Yep.
Okay.
And he goes, all right, little friend. You see that lady over there? All right. You're going to take this, and you're going to bring it to her. All right? You got to be careful of all these little stringy things, all right? So crawl around best you can.
It skitters forward. Nothing happens.
Want to come back now, little buddy?
Yeah, it skitters back to you.
Okay.
It kind of chirps out.
Well, let's, he's gonna hold out his hand, let it scurry back up onto his shoulder. Alright, let's proceed with caution here, because I don't know what's...
As opposed to what we were doing before.
Well, watch your feet specifically. Or the walls. Or the ceiling. What?
You don't know.
Would you like to be
Can
a bit more specific?
You are just full... you know what? It's fine.
You guys eventually walk for another about 45 minutes when
Oh my God.
you come to this is essentially the cave ends abruptly with this iron wrought door. It has these spikes on the end of it.
It's a door.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a
Well,
lock?
No, make an investigation check. Whoever's investigating
Whoa,
it.
that shit's a mimic for sure.
18.
18?
Yeah.
24.
24? Nelson, you can tell that this door is actually sealed. Like, with like it was either blowtorch or something along those lines.
Does Nelson have a blowtorch?
So it's less of a door and more of a big, giant, spiky grate.
Yeah,
we
but
get
you can
Nelson
see
a
that
blowtorch?
it used to be a door.
Okay. That doesn't bode well. That implies that they either want to keep something in or keep someone out.
Make a perception check real quick for me, Nelson.
Yep, 28.
28. As you kind of walk up to the door, you can hear what sounds to be like a voice on the other side.
Can I make out what it's saying with my 28?
It's not speaking what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Celestial, French, Elvish, and Draconic.
Wait, why do you speak French?
You do not understand what language this thing is speaking.
Probably Infernal. There's someone on the other side of the door. I just don't understand what language they're speaking.
Bora kind of goes, should we be quiet then?
Does anyone want to try and see if they know what language it is?
Can I try to figure out what language it is?
Do you have comprehend languages?
No. Can I figure out based on what
go
they're
ahead and
saying,
make an
the
intelligence
sound?
check.
I mean, you can be like, oh, that's French, just by hearing it, even if you don't understand the language.
Yeah, but go ahead and make an intelligence check.
That is a 19.
19? You have no idea.
Yes.
I looked at
It
them
is
and
not a
laughed.
language you
Do you two
probably
wanna
have
give it a
encountered
try?
before. Let me see what
was
languages
that,
they
O'Neill?
though. I said it's not a language you have encountered
I
in
know.
your world.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You guys kind of listen for a moment and Blorog kind of goes, "Oh, that's underspeak." He's just kind of murmuring to himself. I'm not quite sure.
Just one voice, though.
He kind of listens for a moment. It seems to be just one voice.
That's not creepy. At all. This implies to me that perhaps this door is sealing whatever's in there. Any thoughts?
Yeah, but if we turn around, we have to go through all the razor webs again,
Yeah.
and then we gotta crawl back up. To get our
Nelson,
way to
because
that
you rolled a
locked door.
28, you can also tell that this is a kind of just from the reflections, because you rolled a 28, you can tell that this is a large room, whatever this is in.
Cavernous.
Very.
Does the voice fill the room, or is it
It
small
kinda
and it's
just
echoing
bounces.
a lot?
It's a bassy, kind of wispy voice.
Okay.
It's not filling the room by any means, but it is. You can hear reflections.
You can hear echoes.
Well, is it accented at all? Can you tell if it's a certain dialect?
Blorog has just told you that it is underspeech or undercommon, as
Yeah, I'm asking if
D&D
there's an
rules would.
accent, or if you can tell there's a certain dialect.
Oh. He goes, I've never heard somebody like this. It's underspeech is a very common language amongst the people who live underground. There's not really a dialect to it.
I see.
Well,
He goes,
we still have the problem of this
how's-
grate.
how is everyone doing, by the way?
Fine, why?
I'm doing.
I mean, I could use a Cliff Bar,
Mm.
maybe a juice box.
I'm doing
I-
all right.
I'm worried because you all have used a lot of energy in this place, and do you all need to rest?
Do we
but
want to take a long rest? Is the question.
That's my question. I can
Like a long one. Try and
keep my eyes out, and it
Recharge.
seems as though if we have our back to this sealed area, this would be probably the best place to rest before we move on.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
right, we should.
Yeah.
Wes, do you have
Yeah.
one of those,
I
Domes.
had just the one. I apologize. I've
have-
only used 2 spell slots. I could keep going. But yeah.
I'm tapped. I could try to brew up.
if you think we
something while
can
we're-
continue forward, then we can continue forward. I'm just...
Guys,
look, I don't think we're going to
guys,
find a...
The DM is telling us to take a long rest.
I know.
whatever
I mean,
the
that's what I was just
fuck
about to
you
say. I was just about to say, look, we're not going to find a better spot to do it down here than between a sealed door and razor wire. I use my conjuration feat.
Okay.
Can I make a motion detector?
Absolutely not.
All right, then can I make a whole bunch of caltrops, like the spiky ground things?
So the way the conjuration feat works, real quick, just for the listeners, is as a conjuration wizard, which I've also given Wes this ability, you can conjure one thing 3 foot by 3 foot that you would understand enough to conjure.
That would be very useful. Guys, what is the danger of us just, lying here?
Are you saying that as Julie?
Watch?
No, I'm saying
Lorog
that...
says, I will keep watch.
I'm saying that to Olivia and Tyler, because why are...
Well, I mean, the unknown, but other than that, we don't...
I don't think there could be an...
I'm for it.
I just lie down. And Blurog keeps watch because you said he would.
Yeah, and I'll take the second half of the watch.
Okay.
So Nelson can tinker around with his
stuff.
Yeah, with his stuff. See if he can bust out an elixir.
Okay. You all kind of settle in for the night. Okay. And you guys drift off to sleep. About...
Give me them creepy nightmares, O'Neill.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, everybody make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I meant prophetic, not
21.
21? Okay, you're fine.
Fire today.
18.
10, 18. Okay. Wes, you have a nightmare. And it's a nightmare you've had before, although this time it's more serious. You're back at that portal that you made in your parents' attic. The terrorist team is coming down on you. You see your mother fighting. You see your father fall into the portal. And suddenly there's a scream. And you see your mother's actually been killed. And you see Michael, and he puts his arms around you and he says, it's going to be okay. Like in your memories, but this time he grabs you and begins strangling you. And you kind of come up in a titsy. You take 3 points of psychic damage as you kind of wake up. And you feel like something is watching you. And Blura goes, oh, what's wrong?
Nothing. I think something's watching us.
He says, I haven't noticed anything.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You don't notice anything.
Alrighty. I grab my pinch my brow. Sorry, I just got a headache. I'm gonna try and go back to bed.
As you kind of settle in back down, Blura goes, what's hold on. Wait. You don't go out to sleep. What's that in the distance? And you see a glowing eye creeping towards you.
Through what? Through the door? Through the darkness.
Yeah, you guys' back is essentially to the door.
Okay.
He says, shh. We don't want to make too much noise.
Shh. I look at Blurog and point at Julie and the others. Should I?
He kind of gives you a nod.
I go over and I shake Julie, but with a finger on my lips, shh, in the shush movement, and nod. And when she wakes up, kind of nod toward the light. And I do the same with Ziv and Zav, and I do Nelson last. Actually, I'm gonna wait on Nelson because I feel like he's gonna say something. Okay,
you don't wake Nelson up. You wake the other two up. Do you Ziv and Zav as well?
I think they'd agree with.
Okay, they kind of give you a nod as they kind of come to. They get themselves up, and you see this eye is actually this pronged figure. And he kind of walks up, and as he kind of enters the light of your area, he kind of puts his hand up. He says, "Hey."
The eye says?
No. You see, the eye kind of gives form to this kind of spiky, almost rocky creature, and he goes, "Hey! I don't want any trouble. Hey."
Then start talking.
I just need some help.
What do you need help with?
He's kind of his one eye is kind of scanning all of you, and as it does, it kind of locks eyes.
Can I have my gun pointed at him.
Okay.
I
spy with my little eye.
Listen, I didn't always look like this, all right? I just need some help getting back to my normal form. You guys, any of you guys got restorative powers or anything?
Did anybody take a long rest? Did we get a long rest?
No. You guys are getting close to it, though.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see if I have anything. I have...
What's your name?
It's Karchuk.
And
Do I recognize that?
Make a history check.
can I do one too?
6.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ditto.
No, that was a 3.
Yeah.
Can I give it a whirl?
Sure.
That is a 27.
Oh my god.
27. Even with a 27, it just barely grazes your mind, Nelson. Karchuk. You kind of do the mental math, and you kind of rearrange the letters, and you kind of think we see in the back of Nelson's mind kind of that math meme going on. That vaguely sounds familiar. There was a wizard once that was doing studies on aberration-like creatures and got a little bit too involved into it. He went by he was also like kind of a known, this is back in like the 70s, 80s of SWAT. Like the 1970s, 80s. And he
Good.
kind of
Glad we're getting that kind of lore right now.
He went by like Carman Chuck was his like nickname, but he disappeared a long time ago. But he goes, hey, I just need a little bit of restorative powers. Wes, come on, you gotta. You gotta.
I'm sorry. How do you know my name?
Listen. I'm not here to make any enemies or
Do you know what's
anything.
waiting for us at the end of this tunnel?
The big that guy.
Yeah.
You don't
what
wanna.
is it?
It's well, I don't know who's in right now. The master he left, and he
Who's
hasn't
the
been
master?
back for a couple
What's his
days.
name?
Zorathil.
Okay. So he'll be there, or what else?
I mean his servant. His servant.
And what is a servant?
The servant is is one of the Dark Unders, but the master has his stone, so he controls the Dark Unders. Listen, I just need some of your restorative properties.
And why should we help you?
I could be of use if you're.
How will you prove it?
I know this cavern, this area. On the other side, you're getting into the master's chambers.
Okay.
Would I know kind of what's happening to him? Like, would I recognize? Could I make an Arcana check to see?
Let me make sure. Let me check if it would be an Arcana. Yes, it would be an Arcana check.
Cursed, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Look at me just like antagonize
12.
this man.
You have no idea.
I glance back at Nelson and I say, "You got anything?"
You're one of the first the first humans that have been down in my my domain, and I could use you.
You're gonna use us? I'm sorry.
I need to be restored.
What do you think of the 1972 Chevrolet Impala?
Let me make a wisdom saving performance.
He can't hear. He had a bad experience with the Chevy once.
It was a great build. It had a little bit of engine problems, but it was able to. He kind of starts grasping his head, and he you see him kind of clawing now, kind of at the side of his head.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he kind of lunges
And he's dead.
at Blurog.
Shot.
Okay, you had a prepared shot, so go ahead and roll
Yeah.
your 2 shots.
Thank you.
Blow his head off. A dead man. He is.
That is a 13.
What are you using to shoot?
Revolver.
Revolver.
I assume I reloaded them as we were walking.
Yeah.
13 and 22.
30 and 22. The 22 hits.
Got it. Do I get a ricochet?
Yes.
'Cause
Actually,
we're in a
no.
cave.
He's kind of straight in front of you right now.
I could be shooting at an angle.
I would say since your back was against this kind of cavern wall, you
Okay.
wouldn't. But if you want to, on your next turn, shift to get the angle on him.
That is 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. He kind of steps back.
Guys, I've been nerfing myself the whole time. Sorry. That's 13 damage.
13 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. He lunges back now, and that shot kind of rings out loudly, and you hear him kind of screaming right now.
Whoa, hold on. Wait, what are you doing?
He's clawing at his arm now. Let's get into initiative.
Not a nat 20 this time.
Okay, up first, Nelson, what are you doing? You are technically prone right now as you've just been woken up.
Well, first I get up.
Okay.
Yay!
And I am going to try to get between Karchuk and Julie.
Okay.
Why?
You interpose yourself. What are you doing with your actions?
I am going to cast Healing Word on Karchuk.
Okay.
That's a bonus action technically, but
Yeah, you can do it.
yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Anything with your action?
I'm going to see if I can try to intimidate the gang into not trying to hurt this guy anymore.
Okay, sure.
Not particularly intimidating, but
Olivia, I will shoot you if you...
What did you roll for the heal?
6.
6 points of healing. Nice. Okay. And what are you saying to intimidate Julie?
Hey, seriously, back off! Leave him alone.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check. I'm not gonna have them like make a save or anything against it, but we can just see how.
Hey, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. That's an 18.
18. All right,
Yep,
yeah.
19
Nelson
minus
seems
1.
really serious as he's kind of shouting out this thing at you.
Can I spend 2 sorcery points to subtract a d4 from that?
Oh,
Sure.
Fuck.
How do I resist this?
It's
don't.
only subtracted by 1.
What?
You don't have to resist it. Nelson isn't necessarily doing anything right now that would make you fearful of him. If it was like super serious, I would make you roll a wisdom saving throw, but you're fine for now. Julie, what are you doing?
Out of the way, Nelson. And I, walk past, I guess.
Okay. Nelson, are you going to try to do an opportunity something?
Well, I'm going to try to stop her. I mean, I'm not going to put hands on her, but I'm going to try to move.
Can I add intimidation to my own statement there?
I would say for this, just by action, I would say you would want
Okay,
to.
'cause-
Unless you have a specific ability that could cause fear, or if I deem it
Oh,
appropriate.
I have a +4 to intimidation, so
Yeah, but I would say just do whatever you're going to do.
I'm just
Nelson,
keeping
if you're
my
going to
gun-
try to stop Julie, make a grappling check.
I'm just keeping my gun on the guy.
Oh, you're not going to actually try to shoot on him? Okay.
No, I only shot him the first time because he was going to Blurog.
You see him kind of stop clawing at his arm where you shot at him, and his eye kind of flashes at you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's an 8.
8.
How many rerolls do I get? I forget.
I think you. I'm not sure.
I know
Actually,
Clarissa had a few. How long are we talking, actually?
what do you mean?
How long was I talking to the guy?
Probably for like a couple of, like a minute maybe.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Is his armor class higher than 17?
It is not.
Okay. And are his current hit points higher or equal to 56?
They are lower,
Okay, thank you.
but you do take 13 points of necrotic damage
Oh my
Okay.
god.
as this eye kind of flashes, and you feel your body kind of shudder and shake.
Okay,
I'm Nelson. We should protect this guy.
so...
And then he's
Oh.
going to lunge at Blurog is still closest to him, so he's going to lunge at Blurog and begin clawing at him. That is not hit. So one of his claws, Blurog kind of reaches up with his bow and deflects one of them, but one of his claws strikes Blurog for nothing damage. Blurog he's going to, you see him kind of flick the bow out a little bit, and the 2 blades come out, and he's going to make 2 swipes at him. Both hit. You see him kind of slash into the sides of this thing's arms as it kind of screams out again in this kind of wrathic scream. And you see actually Blurog trying to make a move to cover its mouth. Up next is Ziv and Zav. Let's see if they listen to Nelson's warning. Ziv is going to not do anything, but you see Zav kind of bound up and grab onto this kind of creature with his electrified hands. You see Zav shock this thing with its hands. Wes, what are you doing?
Would I know whether if I finish my long rest, if any spell slots I use now, I'll get those back?
Yes, you would get them back.
All right, I'm going to smoke him with a 5th level Chromatic Orb.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my god.
Roll to attack.
That's a 28.
28, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, it's lightning damage. So, 37 points of lightning
Oh
damage.
my
Okay.
god.
Turn him into a grease spot as he kind of shocks and then just explodes out. And roll 2d10 for me.
9,
Mm-hmm.
7, 97.
Oh, okay. Wes, after blasting this thing, it looks at you for a second, and you're not sure if it's like whatever this thing did to you or whatever it is, but you hear like faint music for the next couple of moments.
Cool. All right. Sick.
Oh, I was gonna do something so cool on my turn.
Sorry.
Laura goes, what was... that
Well,
was...
good job, Wes. Let's go back to sleep then. What the hell is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
He was cursed. He was a person.
He was attacking us.
Yeah, but he was still a freaking person.
You can't trust anything down here, Nelson.
Yeah, Will said, and he's gonna take his shit and sleep somewhere else.
Where are you going?
He's just
Like a foot away.
Yeah, just a little bit further away.
Okay.
Towards the razors, less towards the door. I'll keep watch.
Got you.
Go to bed, Blurog.
I check the body.
What body? It's just grease!
Make an investigation check.
6.
6. You
It's
find
going.
a lot of body parts, yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm done then.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
go to
guys are
bed.
fucking savages. What the fuck? Oh my god.
And with that, this boy is gone. Alright.
That was the sound of O'Neill deleting a character page.
Sure was.
Okay, hang on. I feel like this
Nope,
requires...
you don't get to.
I don't get to explain?
Nope. Save it for how we got here.
That
I'm
is
sure
how,
people
that is
will
how we got here.
will enjoy that. You guys can finish up your long rests.
Thank you. So full health now?
Thanks for that.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And I have an experimental elixir to roll on the table for. Not in my tray.
If I get half hit die back, but I used an odd number, does it round up or down?
As you guys kind of come to, Blorog kind of stands up and stretches. He says, all right, how are we planning on getting through this little door particular here?
Well, I have one idea. Is there like a bend in the cave where we can like hide behind that won't reach the door?
Yes.
Is
Okay.
there any crack that's open?
Okay.
Or is it all welded?
There is actually kind of a couple of slits on the top end of the door. This door is about 10 feet tall. But actually, make perception checks real quick for me, everybody.
28.
14.
Oh my god, all right.
5.
It's a very high DC.
What do you want?
It is a very high DC that I didn't expect any of you to get, but Nelson, you can hear voices, and as you kind of go up towards the door, you hear them actually whispering in Phaetonian Common.
Okay.
And it's not whispers. Actually, you hear that same voice kind of whispering,
Okay.
but you hear two other voices speaking outright.
Okay.
And one of them goes, "Are you ready? Is your master ready?" And this kind of whispered voice goes, "Of course he is. Did you bring his gift?" And you hear another voice, kind of more soft and more coarse, go, "Of course we did. We need to make sure, brother, that his support will be in full. It is almost time for the movement to begin." And then you hear the other voice go, "Of course. We will make sure that this goes swimmingly. and you hear kind of the shifting of objects and certain things move. And Nelson, something, this actually makes sense in the story too, something is kind of pulling your attention towards this conversation, like more so than normal. And I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oof. Oh my god. It's a 1. It is literally a 1.
Huh. Nelson, as your attention is drawn towards this conversation, you feel your objective solidify. Wes and Julie, make perception checks.
12.
Oh, it hit the edge. Nope, that's a 4.
Jesse, you don't notice this, but
Great.
Wes, you notice as Nelson kind of listens in on this conversation, you see his eyes turn red.
Oh no.
And Nelson, you begin kind of marching towards the door. Go ahead and make an athletics check with the advantage.
Wait, guys, don't stop him. Let him open the door, because I don't know how else we're going to do it.
I was going to drop a grenade in it, but yeah, that works too.
18.
Mm-hmm.
You see Nelson reach for the door. Nelson, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So do what you do with that.
Yep.
You see Nelson reach for the door and begin pushing and stretching, and you hear this screech of the metal as it begins to pry the door open. And suddenly there's an explosion. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
22.
14.
1.
So, oh my god. All right.
I mean, it makes sense if it's right there and he's right there.
Yeah. You
Hi,
all
Nelson.
take... What did everybody roll?
22.
22. All right.
14.
Wes? 14. Okay. Julie. Oh, that's nothing. You take Wes. You take 10 points of fire damage and 3 points of bludgeoning damage as this explosion happens right next to you. Nelson, you take the full, reduce the 3, but you take the full 10. Julie, you take half, so you would take 7 points of fire and bludgeoning damage. As this explosion happens, you see Nelson not even recoil. He just continues marching forward. And as he does, you guys hear a voice say, "Welcome, guests."
Why, thank you.
Julie, make a perception check for me.
Yay. 15.
15. As this door explodes out, you see this giant chamber. In the far corner, you see a set of monitors that have been taking in this area. You see a couple of stone statues dotting this area. You also see 2 completely black figures. Julie, you instantly recognize one of them. You see the Game Master.
Okay,
Make a wisdom saving throw. You can choose to fail it if you think it's appropriate.
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Okay. All right. You only get 1 per day.
Yeah, this will be it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 13.
13? That still unfortunately doesn't do it. Roll 1d6 for me.
Okay, great. Fantastic. That's a 2.
2.
I cast blindness on someone.
Okay. You can do that for up to a minute, so.
Oh, no, it says I choose a creature and I cast blindness on them.
Yes. Oh, for an hour, sorry. And as this happens, you see everything kind of shift at once. Everybody roll initiative.
Wow. This lady, this entirely black shadowed lady, she's got some stylish pants.
Does she have
Sure does.
stylish pants?
Look at those wide leg pants.
This is for them.
Damn, look at...
This is for
Oh,
them.
dang. Okay. Yeah, look at that.
All right.
She's got those
I know.
parachute pants.
Yeah,
Jump
baby.
to this one here.
Man's got big feet.
Nelson, you see your objective kind of standing over there looking smugly. You know what to do. What do you do?
I am going to run into the room,
Mm-hmm.
and my objective is there.
Yeah, you see in the far corner, as they were chatting in this giant chamber, you see your 2 targets.
And it's massive in here.
It's a very large chamber, about 200 feet across.
I am going to run as far as I can without dashing, so my full 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast...
Towards them, I'm assuming?
Toward them, yes, toward them.
Oh, I forgot to send you one more thing. You have 40 feet of movement.
40 feet, okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere at 3rd level.
Okay.
Flaming Sphere at 3rd level, as close to them as I can.
What's your distance?
It's a 60-foot range,
Okay.
so as close to me as I can get.
Okay.
As close to them as I can get.
Perfect. Okay. You have cast Flaming Sphere. It is pretty close to them. As your bonus action, you can move your Flaming Sphere.
Yes, I am going to move the Flaming Sphere at the... I'm going to ram it into the male.
Okay.
The Game Master. And they make a dex saving throw.
Okay, that's a 25, I think. I believe it's... Is it 3d6 or 4d6?
3d6 at 3rd level. So 6, 4... So they take 7... He takes 7 points of damage.
Okay, perfect. Is that going to end your turn?
Because I can't frenzy... Yes.
Okay. All right. You see Nelson just conjure this giant sphere and lunge it at one of the creatures, and it instantly hits one. You see him laugh out as he's on fire. He says, "Oh, I see we have a new friend. What happened to the other?" Looking at you, Julie, and you see the female go,
Brother, this is not the time. We should not deal with these fools. There's still much to do.
Up next, you see that humanoid creature go, "Oh yes, our guests have arrived. Perfect." You see him turn invisible.
Sick.
That was him right there. I was just about to ask where he was.
Yep.
Cool.
And you guys hear the sounds of whirring machinery.
Don't like that.
Well, all you need to do is have Wes walk close to it, and then it'll like malfunction.
Hey-o!
Possibly. Up next are Ziv and Zav. They are going to, in synchronicity, run in. And Zav, not knowing exactly what's going on, is going to cast haste on you, Nelson.
Radical!
I was gonna use my turn to ask someone to cast haste on me.
And Ziv is going to cast Watery Sphere at the female one, kind of next to the Fiery Spear that you have going on. So she needs to make a dexterity save. Oh, it fails. So she is stuck in this Watery Sphere right now. Up next, we have Julie. Your turn.
First, I'm shouting to, I think it was Zav. Idiot, use haste on me! Then to Wes. It's him, and he's multiplied. And now we are going to charge forward my full distance.
Okay.
My 30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay, so how far away am I from the wizard then?
You are vaguely 100 feet away from him.
So the wonderful wizard. So would my revolver shot hit him?
I believe so. Yeah, you got 150 on that boy. You run up to the Game Master and shoot at him. Go ahead and make your attacks.
That is a 14 for the first one.
That misses.
So he is up against a wall, is he not?
Yes, he is up against the wall, so you can go ahead and roll for Ricochet.
Nope. Okay. And the other one was a 23.
Okay. That hits.
Okay. I'm going to use precision attack to add a superiority dice to the roll.
Okay.
Or wait, that's the attack roll, not the damage roll, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. No. Goading attack. Yeah. Goading attack. I goaded into attacking. I add the superiority dice, and it does a wisdom saving throw. Okay. 17 damage.
17 damage.
And it has to do a wisdom saving throw.
It does not succeed. Whatever it is, it does not succeed.
Okay, yeah, it lost. So now it has disadvantage when it attacks other people besides me. So
Gotcha.
Now I'm going to use action surge and do 2 more shots with the revolver.
Okay.
Get his ass.
Okay, the first one misses because that's an 11, and the second one is an unnatural 20.
Second one hits. You can roll Ricochet for this first one.
Ricochet misses.
Okay. It bounces off the wall, but just grazes into another statue, actually.
Okay, 12 damage.
12 damage?
Yep.
All right. You shoot him twice, and he just keeps on laughing. He goes, unfortunately, I do not have time for you all. But this will be fun another time. Wes, your turn.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm just going to stick with what I think Wes would do. I'm going to quicken spell. First spell is animate objects on my 9 remaining knives and a pitten from my Dungeoneers, which is just a small stake with a loop on the end of it that you use to hammer into things to tie a rope off to, but it works.
Okay.
So that's my first one. And then with my second, I'm going to go ahead and drop an ice storm on the 2. I'm going to go ahead and drop an ice storm on the 2 Outlanders.
Okay. Give me 1 sec here.
It has a range of 300 feet.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. She fails instantly because she's in the water sphere.
Cool.
And a 12 does not succeed.
Coolio. That's a... Ooh, okay. That's decent. This is decent. So 11, 13, 16... 21, 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. They both take it. You see the more feminine dark figure takes it, and you see like bits of black spewing off of it, and the game master is still kind of laughing.
As per usual. With my movement, I'm going to step into the chamber, but I'm not going to move like toward them.
Okay. Yeah. You move into the chamber. You see the game master go, see what I was saying, sister? They are a fun bunch. Unfortunately, we cannot play today. You see him shift green, and then he jumps into the sphere.
Can I say something before he goes away?
Yeah.
You killed my father, you killed his wife, and you killed his daughter. You have to answer for that.
Perhaps we can play a game for it. He disappears.
Can I enrage?
Up next is Blurog. Blurog runs into the room. He draws a bead, like trying to figure out who's in the room, but he can't seem to figure out who's around. So he's just holding his bow. That's it for the first count. Everybody make a perception check for me.
19.
15.
12.
Nelson, you taking in, now that your targets have disappeared, you're kind of finally taking in. You're still in this state right now. You're taking into the surrounding. You see the floor has a slit in it that's beginning to open up.
Did both of them disappear?
Both of them disappear.
Okay.
You guys hear a lot of machinery going now. You hear a lot of things kind of shifting and changing. And stepping out from one of these kind of longer hallways that connects to it, this mechanoid come out.
Oh, that's not Tink!
No, it's
Not Tink.
Oh my god.
I'm
You see
regretting
this
not
giant-
taking one of the big hexes now.
You see this giant well, listen, they're there for a reason. You see this giant mechanoid creature with one kind of long sword arm and another with a long, like almost a machine gun type arm. And it steps out and it just kind of spray these bullets across you guys. So I need you all to make dexterity saving throws. Actually, let me see if you, Wes, are in the... you're out of the area, actually, Wes.
Aha.
It would actually just be Nelson and Julie and Ziv and Zav.
I'm wearing armor. How can its bullets still hit me? Like, why would they still hurt me?
Armor piercing. Bullets still hurt.
Armor.
Oh, I failed it, by the way. That was a 6.
You did.
Or a 7.
It's not as much damage as if it were targeted, so.
Yeah, that was a 7.
Ziv and Zav pass.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I gotta roll for that.
Yeah, roll for your dexterity saving throw.
11.
11, you fail. And Julie, what'd you roll?
A 7.
7? Okay, you also fail. Julie and Nelson, you guys take 8 points. No, sorry, 3d6. You guys take 9 points of piercing damage. All right, up next, we have, at initiative count 20, you guys see the floor open up completely, and you see a giant pool appear.
Oh man, there's gonna be a giant sea monster.
It's all right. My knives are probably better at a sea monster than a big metal man.
You don't know. Up next, Nelson, your turn. What are you doing?
I am going to cast. Oh, they're both bonus actions. Ah!
I let upcasting happen for bonus action to action. So
Freaking radical. Okay, so I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on myself because I need it, and then I am going to run my full 80 feet.
you're dashing.
No, he is hasted.
Oh,
I
that's
am
right. Yes,
hasted,
that's
and
right.
in this mode I can run 40 feet.
Yep.
So I'm going to move 80 feet towards it.
Okay.
Chonky Nelson move fast.
Him go speed and move my sphere the 30 feet so it is close to it. So when it ends its turn, if it's still within 5 feet of the sphere, it'll take damage.
Okay.
That is my turn.
You kind of dash off. You have one more attack action.
Oh, that's right.
Hasted.
I throw my axe at it.
Okay.
I
Go ahead and make an attack.
I do that. That's a 15.
15. Let me see if that hits.
It's a giant mech.
Nope, it does not hit. You see it just kind of clink off the side of the mech suit.
Well, bag my belt.
Okay. Up next, we have Ziv and Zav. They're both actually just going to dash up because they don't really have anything that could work, really. Yeah, they both need to move up, so they both dash forward. Up next, Julie, what are you doing?
So, is it 1 mech or 2 mechs? Sorry.
It is just one mech right now.
Okay. Could I hit it with the shotgun?
Not at this distance.
Okay. Let's hit it once with the revolver in that case. And then I'm gonna throw a bean.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Revolver
you can
is 27.
It's just within your range. That hits.
Now, let's also actually use goading attack on that one, too.
Okay.
Okay, that's 26 damage. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. You shoot it with goading attack. Doesn't seem to do much.
Okay. Okay, let's throw the bean then.
Okay. What did you? Sorry. How much damage did you do again?
26.
26. Doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd hope
Okay.
when shooting it. Okay. You're throwing a bean.
Yeah, and I think I missed.
Where are you throwing it to?
Trying to get to its feet, but I think I missed because that was an 11.
To this? You cannot.
Oh,
There's
okay.
No,
Then
there's
never
no
mind.
world in
Then
which
never
you can
mind.
throw the
Okay.
bean at
Then
it.
I'm gonna run
Okay.
towards it in that case.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reload the revolver with my other attack.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Up next, Wes, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna send my animated objects out in a dash 60 feet toward the so they get out, so it's 60 feet closer, and then I'm going to go ahead and move 30 feet forward up by one of the statues, which will get me within 110 feet of the big mech, and I'm gonna pull out my magic wand of magic missile and hit it. The level 3 magic missile.
Okay.
Not good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13 points of force damage. As
13 points of force damage. You see it blast into the mech suit. You see it shaking and locking, and it begins. You see pieces of small bits of metal kind of blasting off of it. Nelson, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry. At the end of your turn.
Oh, yeah. Concentration.
Constitution.
Oh, Constitution 8. Yeah.
8?
8.
You guys see Nelson fall down to the ground.
Okay, and fire sphere.
Yep. Fire sphere disappears.
Yeah.
is he? Oh, okay. That's not good.
Not again. This happened the last time we were in a giant circular room.
And my character was
Julie-
under my control.
Julie and Wes are traumatized by giant circular rooms.
That's true.
Up next is... I didn't expect you to lose that fast.
Sorry, pal, me
No, it's
neither.
fine. Blorog. You see Blorog.
Very
You
good
see
car.
Blorog let loose these 2 arrows, and for his actual turn, he's going to... You see him reach out a hand and make a crushing motion, and there's like a little faint aura around this mechanoid monster now, and he's going to make 2 more attacks. You see him fire these 2 arrows, and now they kind of sink into the actual like command area of this mech suit, and you see sparks starting to fly off of it. It would get to Nelson's turn, but he is down right now. Let's see who's closest to this bad boy. It would actually be Zav. Zav needs
Sorry,
to do
Zav.
some
You're
saving
gonna
throw.
die.
Oh, no, God, please. He wants to be in the terrors, please.
Oh, he's fine. rolled a natural 20. You guys see kind of splash out of the water for a moment. A giant creature
That's a big boy.
kind of pop out of the water. And you see it lock eyes with Zav for a moment, but it splashes back down under the water. Up next, initiative 20. You see this mechanoid robot now zoom on over to Nelson, and it's going to make an attack on you, Nelson. What's your... Oh, never mind. That's a 19 versus AC.
It hits. Yes.
And it's a crit.
Love it.
36. You see the sword light up on fire, and it just slams the sword down into Nelson's body.
Oh my god. It's very tight. How very Titanfall.
9. You take 18 points of damage,
Okay.
which you have no resistances to any longer. And then you see the gun arm point, and it's going to shoot at... It's going to shoot at Blorog, because Blorog did a crap ton of damage to it. And you see a couple of volleys go into Blorog's chest, and he kind of coughs out as he takes a couple of it. But you see now you see his skin kind of flash purple, and you see now that he also has one of those skin suits on from SWAT.
Lorog does?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Spends enough time with SWAT people.
We've been bamboozled. No, guys, SWAT clearly sent him after us. Because they're like, okay, these idiots can't handle it.
Up next, after the suit blasts into it, you see Zav point his finger at it and send out a blast of lightning. Save. You see the suit begin to spark and stutter, and it seems to stop moving.
The mech?
The mech.
Okay.
Early in the first part of the boss battle.
It wasn't even my final form.
You see a giant hand appear on the battlefield as well, as if gets his water hand. Julie, your turn. What are you doing?
Can I look for the water beast? If I like
make a perception check.
Okay. Ah! I dropped the dice. No, I don't see it. That was a 5.
Okay. Yep, you don't see it.
How far away am I from the biggie mech? Remind me.
Big mech?
Yeah.
You're about 60 feet away.
Can the shotgun hit it now?
It can, but you will get Nelson in that blast.
I thought he's like on the ground.
He is.
Well, can't I aim up?
Nelson will still be in the blast.
It's a cone.
It's at its second range. It's a cone, but it's at its
What
second
if I
range,
walk
so it has
forward 30
it's
feet?
a wide cone. Let me see. Yes, you can get it without getting Nelson.
Okay, then let's do that. Oh, come on. The first one is an 11.
11. I mean, it hits. It is
Really?
immobile.
Okay. And the second one is a 26.
Okay, it both hit.
Okay. Okay. The first one is 24 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the second one is 15 damage.
Okay.
So 39.
You blast this mech, and you see glass
I'm also
scatter
going to use
off of it.
actually second wind.
Okay. As your bonus action, that works. You scatter the glass, and now you see this, and you can see it now only because the glass has been scattered out. You see this dark, almost reptilian creature.
Is it a dinosaur?
No.
Oh.
But it's this kind of dark reptilian creature that kind of hisses at you as you blast open its glass now.
Can I hiss back at it?
Yeah, you can hiss at it, sure.
Yeah, I hiss back at it. Thank you.
Okay. Up next, I believe it is, yes, Wes, your turn.
Yes, Wes. Since the mech moved closer, can my knives get to it now with their full movement?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I think they're like roughly.
Oh,
it.
nope, sorry. They cannot still.
But just to the guy in it, though. Not. I think they use their full 30 feet.
I'll say, because they're kind of going in a wave, I'll say half can, just to split the difference with you.
Okay. I actually could I peel one half off and have him hover over the water and have one half hover attack?
Sure.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to attack with half of them on the one guy. So, first one is a natural 20.
Okay. Roll them on the online, because rolling 5 is going to get very tedious very fast. I'll let you keep the natural 20, but yeah, roll the other 4 on the online roller.
So the second one's a 13. Well, it's a 12, 21, and 13.
So only 2 of them hit.
And a natural 20 on one of them. D4 for the crit is a 3 plus 4, 7. Well, it's a 6 plus 7, 13. And then the second...
13?
Yep. And then the second one is a 7. So
7.
20 points of damage from only 2 of them. And with my action, 85 feet. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even going to move. I'm going to hit it with a 2nd level Chromatic Orb.
Okay. It has half cover because of the mech suit it's still in.
What does that just adds to its AC? Yeah.
Adds to its AC.
All right, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, it's a 19 plus 10, 29. So I hope it...
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Roll damage?
Yeah. Lightning damage.
Eat it, son. How that lightning taste?
Ooh, so 16 plus 5, 21. 25 points of lightning damage.
Oh,
You
oh
see
my
your
God.
Chromatic Orb kind of blast into it, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd hope.
Ooh.
All right. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Wait,
All right,
you guys got
that'll end your turn?
cookies?
I wish. Yeah, I'm actually
Okay.
going to move behind the statue.
Up next is Blurog. Blurog, now seeing this creature popping out, is going to make 2 attacks on it. He didn't move his Hunter's Mark, because I didn't move his Hunter's Mark.
Sweet Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mart, where you can get all your hunters.
Hi, welcome to Hunter's Mark.
Where I got mine.
Oh, Nelson, I didn't know you worked here.
Yeah, Blurog lets loose 2 arrows. One just slams into the mech itself. One slams into this. He goes, Master will be pleased when I finally get rid of these pests. That ends Blurog's turn. To the initiative 20 count,
Yeah.
make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics checks. That's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Not great. Let's see if this thing hits you. Julie, a tentacle reaches
Not
out from the
again!
water.
I'm kidding.
Well, it's fine because it's a different kind of tentacle. This one's more slimy and wet. You see it reach out a tentacle and grab you and pulls you in the water.
Okay.
That's upsetting.
Sick.
And you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it drags you in the water. That'll be its turn. Up next, Nelson, make a Constitution saving throw now. It's been
Wow. Holy shit. Nelson, that's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Still out.
Sick.
You see this dark creature get out, and you see it looking around, taking in its surroundings. It sees the floating knives surrounding it, and it peers around. Let me do a perception check for it. Yeah, that'll do it. Seeing where the source of the knives are, and it's going to hop out. You see it pry off the sword of this mech arm, and then it points a finger at you, Wes, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw, you say?
Yes.
18.
18. So you only take half damage from this fireball that lights your ass up.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you take 28 points of damage round it halved, so 14.
Oh, okay. I was about to be
14 points of fire damage as you get blasted with this fireball.
Yep, hang on, let me do the math on how few hit points I got left. Let's do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm magic.
I forgot
hang
about
on. You already did it. Fuck.
Yep.
I forgot I had a thing. Yeah, never mind. That's fine. That's
and
fine.
that'll be its turn. It's kind of taking in its surroundings. It says, "Feed, my pretty, feed for master." Talking to the tentacled monster that you can now see is holding Julie.
This is awful. It's so uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable. Julie's uncomfortable.
Up next are Ziv and Zav. Ziv is going to Bigby's hand this mofo.
Huh? What? Huh?
Bigby's fist, rather, and it misses completely. Wow. Okay. Not looking great for Ziv. And Zav is going to... Yeah, he's going to cast another lightning bolt at this guy. But you see some of his wounds, actually, as he kind of pried off the sword, closed up a little bit. And up next is Julie.
First, can I see this creature? Like...
Yes, now has you in its hand. You can see it now.
1 second. Okay, I'm gonna cast blindness on it then.
Okay, that's only your bonus action.
Yeah.
Let me see something real quick. I do need to see.
It needs to do a Constitution.
Oh, Constitution saving.
Yeah, I don't know against what though.
I have the DC here. It's 15. It rolls a 17.
Oh man.
So unfortunately, it's not blinded. But you kind of glare at it, and you see darkness beginning to creep around its eyes, but it kind of shakes off. What are you doing with your action?
I am going to throw a bean at it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
You don't need to...
I'm like
The
shoving...
bean kind
How
of
close am I to its
explodes
face?
Huh?
How close am I to its face? I'm like shoving the bean towards its face.
So you shove it into the... I'll say it takes half damage.
I didn't even roll which bean it was. You made me roll bean.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The bean explodes.
They're
out
all
regardless of
bad?
the
Oh
bean.
my god.
Roll 2d10 for me.
Guys, the beans were all bad. 7 and 9.
Okay, let's see what we got here. 7 and 9.
Watch it be the healing bean. Watch it be it.
You see vines start to crawl out of this monster's head. That'll be your turn.
Don't I get 2 attacks?
Yes, you do actually. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna smash it over the head with a brick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that melee attack.
Yep. Okay. 15.
15? Unfortunately, you bash it, and you bash it, and you bash it, but it's not doing anything.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be penetrating this kind of thick, slimy hide it has.
Okay.
That'll be your turn. Up next, Wes, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the five knives on the lizard boy, and 5 on the big fishy. All right, so I have the 5 attacking lizard boy, 13, a 20 something,
Hit.
Another 13,
Miss.
17.
Miss.
Oh fuck, and a 23.
So only 2 hit. Dark creature.
8 plus 3, 11, 15 points.
15 points of slashing damage. All right.
And then the other guy. Oh,
Oh boy.
yeah. So
Those are good hits.
20 something,
Yeah,
20
hit.
something. 6 plus 8 is 14. No, that's
That misses.
14. Okay, so 3 of them hit.
3 of them hit.
3 of them hit.
Yep.
So he takes. Oh, hell yeah. 16, 22 points. He takes 22.
22. All right.
And then I'm going to
Does
pop
not
my
seem
bean
phased
of
by it.
And then I'm going to pop my bean of regular healing. Not great on the rolls, but that's okay. That's fine.
All right. You see the 2 sets of 5 knives and 1 stake all slashing into these 2 guys. The black creature looks just annoyed by these knives, while the other creature, while you strike into it, it screeches out. It seems like it can take a lot of these hits. Julie, you watch as some of these knives just kind of carve into the creature in front of you. That brings us to Blorog. Blorog's going to try to, because it has you in its hand, he's going to try to snipe this other creature, moving its hunter's mark to it. You see one arrow kind of slide into the water, and the other one dashes into the side of this creature's body, but it still seems holistically unaffected. All right. That brings us to initiative 20. Sorry, Nelson, you can make your Constitution saving throw
Sick, thank you.
before initiative 20.
Please, little buddy, please. Oh, God, okay, that's a 21.
21. You finally come stir. You see this dark creature looming over you. But that's the end of your turn still,
Rad.
unfortunately.
Okay.
And you guys also see that this dark creature kind of reaches out and says a couple of arcane words. And you see this giant eye
No.
pop
Nope.
out of the ground.
Oh,
He doesn't.
No!
That doesn't happen. I cast Counterspell.
Unfortunately, it's not a spell. It's a layer action.
Oh.
Ooh, what the
It's
fuck?
a layer action, then if it's not a spell, then never mind.
Then you waste that, but mark off that counter spell.
That's not.
You didn't
hang
know.
on.
You wouldn't know. You didn't. There's no way you would have known. And it's going to shoot at. It's going to hit Blorog. Strength saving throw. Fails. You see Blorog kind of beginning to float up into the air, unable to get his grounding or anything. He is somehow being floated and swayed, and he can't seem to get his grounding. So all of his stuff will be at disadvantage. And you see the eye kind of close back into the ground. Up next, this creature, now seeing that you're awake, Nelson, raises this giant sword above its head and is going to try to strike down at you twice.
Oh my. That's not
Disadvantage. A 2 and a 1.
Oh.
Terrible.
Oh. Jeez.
And a 26.
Yeah, that is.
So you take...
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. You take 9 points of damage.
Oh.
You take 8 points of slashing damage and 1 point of fire damage.
Am I still in what's it called mode?
Nope, you are not. That was very short-lived, but
Sorry,
cool,
pal.
nonetheless. Yeah, you tore open a metal door.
I whiffed it.
Up next, Ziv and Zav. Ziv is going to Big B's fist this guy again. Oh my god, terrible. Zav is going to Storm Sphere this guy. Actually, he's going to cast Hold Monster on this guy. On this black creature.
What are you calling both of them? Because I'm confused. Sorry.
There's the dark creature, the black creature.
Which is...
And then there's the creature in the water.
Okay, that's all. Okay.
So the dark creature crawled out of the mech?
Yes, he crawled out of the mech, ripped off the sword that the mech was using, and is now using it to beat you over the head.
Okay. So you called it a lizard critter, but we're not calling it the dark creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this other one is also kind of lizardisk.
Okay.
It's more amphibious, but...
Little kraken critter.
And it failed its wisdom saving throw. So you see the creature, after kind of slamming you over the head, its muscles tense up and it kind of looks over to Ziv and Zav. Up next, Julie, your turn. You are in this creature's grasp and it looks like it's about to bite you.
Okay, let's toss 2 more beans in its face.
Okay. Roll 2 more d10 for me.
Okay, so the first bean is 1, 5.
This is going to get chaotic really fast. Okay, 1, 5. You see more vines grow out of this thing's mouth. What's the second one?
3, 6.
3, 6. And you see just another burst of fire burst forth. It's a
Well, no, they're
it's
underwater.
A bluish, it's underwater. It's kind of this bluish flame, and it quickly sizzles out. But you see that second one turn into a tree as it kind of... You see both of them now turn into trees. One of them seems to be like a living tree, and the other seems to be a tree that has these weird fruits coming out of it.
Oh, I wish Cash was here.
Let's see. Me too. And you see this giant tree ant sprout out of this thing's mouth.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Are you staying in this thing maw?
Well, I'm trying to break away.
Okay, well that would be it would have taken your action to break away.
Well, then why did you ask her?
Well, I'm just saying. Do you have another action surge? I don't know.
No, I only have 1.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to bite you and slap you with 2 tentacles attacks.
Okay.
It has trees in it. It has a tree in its mouth, though.
That's very true. So it will just slap you with its tentacles. Actually, make a wisdom saving throw too for me. You can do all this.
I failed the wisdom saving.
Terrible. Oh man. All right.
It's a 4.
You actually like being in here.
No!
In its grasp. It's pretty chill.
You hate this Lovecraftian bullshit.
Julie, like the tentacle. Love the tentacle.
Guys.
You would actually have advantage on its attack.
Love is tentacle.
Love tentacle.
So both hit. What is it? What is it to hit? 9. So it would be an 18 versus AC.
It beats it.
And a 20 something versus AC.
Beats it.
So you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as 2 of these tentacles whack smack you across the sides.
Okay.
But you're fine with it. It's chill.
Yeah.
You can't take reactions, and you actually hear the voice of this creature kind of whispered.
He let it slip.
Aboleth. It's Aboleth, not Aboleth.
Those things are spooky dooky.
It kind of goes,
Yes, good. Become my meal.
I don't like that. Nope.
okay, what a wild one turn. Wes, your turn.
Let's go ahead and make those attacks with my bonus action. So the first one I'm going to say is against the dark creature. Only 2 of them hit, because the others are all terrible.
Yep.
So let me roll damage for that. So he takes 5, let's say 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage?
Yep.
All right.
And then the other...
Still seems unperturbed.
Yep. And the other takes, I think 3 of those. Would 3 of those hit? Are you looking at
What is the plus? Yeah,
plus 8, yeah.
3 of those would hit.
All right. So the Aboleth takes 9 plus 12, 21 points of...
21 points of damage. That one, this strike actually kind of, you see the Aboleth kind of screech out, and its gaze kind of turns towards you.
Yeah, that's fun, because with my action, I'm going to use Heightened Spell. I'm going to polymorph him into a goldfish.
Okay.
That's a Heightened Spell. You have disadvantage on that Wisdom saving throw.
Sure do. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus. Does it have a... Okay, that's +6 to its wisdom saving throw. Oh, come on.
Let's go.
That's a natural 1. You see the aboleth shrink down and even kind of get smaller and smaller and smaller until it drops you, Julie, and then just turns into a tiny little goldfish.
Does she still love the tentacle?
She does.
Oh.
But
Polymorph is a concentration spell, though.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So your knives drop into the water.
5 of them do. Yeah. Uh-huh.
All
Yep.
10 of them do.
No, the
no,
other
no, no,
5
No,
were
5 of them were
other
attacking
guy.
the mech.
5 of them were attacking the guy by the mech. They should.
Yeah,
just
you
be
can't hold
dropping-
concentration on enemy object at all.
yeah, but
Yeah,
they
but
don't
I
fall
know,
in the
5 of them
water.
fall in
Then
the
only
water.
5
Oh,
of
sorry.
them fall in
Yeah,
the
5 of them
water,
fall in the water.
yeah.
5 of them fall to the ground. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
yeah, cool.
All right, so yeah, your knives cut up to the ground, but this thing is now kind of just swimming around in this tiny little pool.
Goldfish are an invasive species. They shouldn't be released into the wild. You have to kill it.
Wow,
not
look
in case,
at
please don't kill
Nelson
it.
advocating murder.
If we flush an aboleth down the toilet and then turn it back into an aboleth while it's in a tiny little poop pipe, do you think
Can
it
we
would
try
work?
it?
Sure. You see Blurog turn his attention now that that aboleth is gone towards this figure now, this frozen dark figure. It has advantage on his attacks. Oh my god, that's a crit. Still takes 18 points of damage as it sinks an arrow into this thing's chest. And this thing kind of growls out. This dark, leathery slod, if you will.
Ew.
If you had to guess what its name was,
will.
you'd guess it was a slod.
Yeah. That we definitely would have
At
guessed
initiative 20, you see the eye appear again out of the ground. And let's see who it's going to blast this time. Actually, it will choose to blast Zav, so that way it can try to release the hold person that is on its controller. You see that eye appear. Zav needs to make
I think it's so creepy.
9.
that.
For those of you who don't know, there's the eye opens up from the ground, and it's this weird kind of floaty eye thing. It's disgusting.
Red and fleshy and gross.
Yeah, it is. You betcha it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's very upsetting.
Zav needs to make a dexterity saving, which he fails. Oh, that's a lot of damage. You see this sickening green ray blast out towards Zav, and he kind of it takes 56 points of damage as this disintegration ray blasts him. He's still up, but
Oh my god.
he is looking a bad sort of way.
Yikes. Please, now he needs to make it onto the terrors.
And that eye disappears back into the ground again. Oofa doofa, that's a biggin. And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw against 23 to keep hold person going, which he does not. And you see
You
that
can't give us friends and then kill them.
He
you
very
see that
much can. He
the
can
slot.
and will, and did.
I can and I will and I just might. You see that slot kind of relax and kind of glare out to this field now kind of taking in this scene. But it's not his turn, Nelson. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Oh god.
It's not his
I get
turn,
to
so we
do
wait
something.
patiently for Nelson to go first.
Okay. I haven't done anything in like 20 minutes.
I know.
But that's on me. How close is Ziv to me? Oh, this fucking thing is right here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right. You can't move towards Ziv without provoking an opportunity attack.
Well, then I am... Yeah, I'll take it at disadvantage. I'm going to cast Acid Arrow at 3rd level
Oof. Okay.
at this thing. Because I'm sick of its shit. So, I'm going to hit the target, takes 4d4 acid damage immediately, and 2d4 acid damage on the end of its next turn. Ooh, please. Big money, no whammies, big whammies. Disadvantage because I'm too close. Oh! Alright, okay, so that was a 19 and a 17.
Oh, okay.
This dice.
Alright.
Kisses, tasty. So it's going to take 14 points of acid damage, and then it'll take 2d4 at the end of its next turn.
Okay. You blast this acid arrow at him and he kind of... Let me see here. It doesn't seem to do as much as you hope.
That's cool. It's fine.
But he's starting to show a little bit, just a singe. At first he was completely unbothered. Now he's starting to show just a little tiny bit of wear and tear. But then he turns his attention to you, goes, let's Let's have some fun, little one. He's going to make 2 greatsword attacks at you.
Guys, I'm gonna have to roll another
And you see him
character.
pulse his arms a little bit, and you see the sword turn from that fiery color to a dark black color. That is a 22
Yeah, that hits.
and a unnatural 20.
Yep.
You take that's 11, 15 points of slashing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage.
I am unconscious.
Beautiful. It kind of lets out a victorious screech as it turns its attention towards Ziv and Zab now. All right. Oh, at the end of its turn, it takes it just takes the 2d4 damage.
Yeah,
Olivia?
so at the end of its turn, it's going to take 3d4.
3d4.
Take 8 points of acid damage.
Sizzling. Okay.
Lamio, Hotman.
The obelisk can't do anything really, so it goes to Ziv and Zav. Ziv is going to Ziv and Zav both move towards you, towards Nelson, and you see Ziv pull out this scroll and begin fiddling with it. Okay. You see Ziv take out the scroll, and you heal for 7 points of healing, and you are conscious again. And so does Ziv, and so does Zav. And then Zav is going to hold monster again. Try to keep this guy down. So this needs to make it with disadvantage. Rolled 2 2s in a row anyway, so he is stuck now. You see the creature tighten up again, and that'll be that's turn. So Julie, your turn.
Okay. So can I climb out of the water?
You sure can.
Okay.
As you climb out, this tree ant, I rolled 50-50 for it, whether it's evil or good. It is evil, so it's going to take an opportunity attack on you.
Okay.
That's probably not going to hit. 15?
Nope.
Nope. It tries to slam you in the back, but you manage to crawl out of the water really quickly and get away. What are you doing?
Let's shoot the tree ant with the shotgun, actually.
You're going to shoot the tree ant?
Yeah.
Okay. How far away are you going from the tree ant?
I'm just trying to shoot it. I don't know how far away it is, you know.
I mean, how far are you going out of the water, rather?
Probably just a few steps.
Okay. Go ahead and...
Unnatural 20.
That hits.
Okay. 11 damage.
Okay.
Do I have another turn, or would climbing out of the water have been...
You have 2 attacks.
Yeah, but I figured I thought one of those would have been...
No.
Okay.
That's just your movement.
Okay. Reload the shotgun, because I think that would have been my 3rd shot just then.
Okay. You reload the shotgun. That'll be your turn. Wes, your turn. What are you doing?
While the SWAT is immobile, quick and spell, I'm going to hit him with 2 second-level chromatic orbs.
Okay.
And that's thunder damage.
With
I'm going to
advantage?
do thunder damage, yeah, with advantage.
Okay.
So attack 1 is a 26. Second attack, another 26.
Okay. Roll damage.
Yeah, so combined, they're going to do 22, 26, 30, 34 points of thunder damage. Not great.
34 points of thunder damage. As you blast him, still doesn't seem to do as much as you'd hope.
Okay, well, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna move up forward toward the statue that's 30 feet in front of me. I'm gonna hide behind that statue. Maybe not.
Okay.
I'm not hide. Obviously, I use my action.
You move behind another kind of stone figure. This one's kind of looking up in fear. It's both of its hands kind of raised up. Blorog is still gonna keep his distance and fire 2 more arrows at this guy with advantage. With Hunter's Mark. You see an arrow sink into his chest, and he kind of lets out a sound as it gets pelted by these arrows. It's starting to look pretty rough, actually. And that'll be Blorog's turn at the start of that. At initiative 20. 5. Oh, it's going to hit you, Wes. Wes, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
15? Unfortunately, that won't do it. You begin floating up into the air. You can't seem to figure out which way's up or down.
Is this
You are
the eye?
the layer action.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't bring it in. Up next, Nelson, your turn.
Okay. I am.
This guy is still frozen.
If he's frozen, I'm going to take a step back near the mech.
Okay.
So, who's this little fellow
That's
over
Ziv
here?
and
Who's
Zav.
this?
I just didn't have a thing
Ziv
for
and
him.
Zav? Okay. So they're out of range. I'm going to step back, and I'm going to chuck my experimental elixir at it.
Okay. Yeah, go and make a ranged attack with advantage.
Yep. 15.
15. It just kind of splashes at his feet somehow. I don't know how it happened. That does not hit.
Radical.
What was the experimental elixir?
It was breach. Any creature in a 5-foot radius takes 1d8 thunder damage. Any objects in a 5-foot radius takes 2d8.
Oh, it would be a
plus.
dexterity saving throw. So he fails.
Oh, radical. Okay, cool. And then any object in a 5-foot radius takes 2d8 plus intelligence modifier in thunder damage. So the mech would also take damage.
Okay.
So he'll take 8 damage.
Okay.
And the mech is going to take 10 damage.
Still doesn't seem to do as much as you'd hope on him.
That's fine.
You said 8 damage on him?
Yes.
You guys see like this Nelson chuck this vial and there's this localized explosion that blasts the mech. It was standing on its feet and now it's just crumpled over onto the ground. You see him kind of shaking it. You see him slowly try to turn his head towards you, Nelson, seeming like either you or Ziv or Zav is going to be his next mark. This is his turn. He gets to make, at the end of his turn, he's going to try to break out of the hold person. That just does it. You see him kind of relax his muscles and he turns to you and glares. Up next are Ziv and Zav. Ziv is going to punch him with Bigby. Ziv is not doing hot today. Zav is going to... Okay, yeah, you see Zav conjure this storm sphere around this black creature. And now that the hold person is worn off, he's making a strength saving throw. That'll be their turns. You also see Ziv has another attack. He's going to try to tidal wave this guy. You see him get blasted back from this wave of water. He's actually starting to look really rough now. Julie, your turn.
Okay. So there's that other guy that's still immobile, correct?
He's not immobile anymore.
Rad. Okay. How far away am I?
From him?
Yeah.
From the slot, you are about 30 feet away.
Okay, let's do 2 shots with the revolver then.
Make those 2 shots.
Okay, 19 and 17.
The 19 hits, the 17 does not.
Okay, ricochet?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
8 damage.
Okay. You blast this thing with the revolver, and you see the mist shot ping off the mech, but it doesn't seem to hit on him. But he takes the damage, and he's starting to look around kind of crazily, seeming as if he wants to try to pull something else out of his sleeve. That'll be your turn. Julie, Wes, your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm not gonna let him pull something out of his sleeve. Just for kicks and funsies, I'm going to twin a first level Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
So I only spend 1 sorcerer point for that.
Okay.
That is my new ability, by the way. So that means I can cast 2 of them at 2 separate enemies. I'm going to hit one at the slot, and the other one I'm going to shoot at the machinery, at the computers.
The computers?
Yeah.
Okay. Make both attacks with disadvantage.
Why?
Because you are floating.
Oh, that's right. Well, first one is 14 against the guy, so that doesn't hit.
Nope.
Second one, is a 13.
Both miss. You
Okay,
try to
cool.
blast the computer set, and it just skids off the wall, and you blast the slot, and it barely misses Nelson. But that'll be your turn. Blurog is going to blast this guy with a couple arrows. You see him take 2 shots at the slot, but now that he's not stuck, he's dipping and ducking and dodging now. And he actually catches one of the arrows. Initiative count 20. That'd be Ziv. Saving throw. Yes, it's a strength save. So Ziv, you see Ziv now is pulled up into the air like you are, Wes, and is also floating and can't seem to get a grip on what's going on. Nelson, your turn.
I can't just shove him in the water, can I?
You can try.
I mean, oh boy, because me hacking and slashing at it obviously isn't working. You know what? Yeah, let's try to shove it in the water.
Okay.
Just we have a little bit of time.
Go ahead and make a strength. You're gonna make a strength contest with this guy, and you can only move him 5 feet per attack.
Oh, he's not nearly that close enough to the water's edge then. No, never mind. Well, I'm just gonna boop him. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on him.
Ray of Sickness. Yeah. Okay, what does he need to do?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, normally that'd be great, but he only rolled a 14.
Magnificent. Okay, so he's gonna take 2d8 poison damage. Okay, and on a failed save, is also poisoned until the end of my next turn.
I believe
he's probably resistant to poison damage.
He's not. So he is poisoned. That is fine because he wasn't going to make an attack anyway. All right, yeah. You launch how much poison damage?
2d8, so it was 10. 10?
Jeez. Okay. Just as he is about to heal that back up. All right. You see him. You blast this and he goes. He is going to, now that no one's in his melee range, back up and move around the mech suit. And he says, even if you kill me, I'll be back and so will Master. And you see him cup his hands together and blow out this sickening breath. I need you to...
Counter spell?
Let's see. Roll a charisma check.
It's
above 3rd level.
Spell casting, isn't it?
Yes, but it's ability check, so it's just your charisma. That's something we've been messing up on. Same with scrolls.
All right. So I'm not adding my proficiency then.
No, just the charisma.
17.
17. God damn it. All right, he begins
Let's
pushing
go.
this kind of
Fuck
disgusting
you.
blast out, and you see it dissipate as it kind of goes on. He kind of curses and he's going to use the rest of his movement to just move slightly more away. Yeah, that's his turn. Damn. Ziv and Zav are going to go. Zav is going to blast him with lightning, and Ziv is going to try to punch him. Oh, poor Ziv. Can't get a hit in. Julie, it's your turn.
Okay, let's do 2 more revolver shots at the thing we've all been shooting.
The slot? Okay.
Okay, that is 28
That hits.
and a 26.
Those both hit.
Great.
Roll damage.
Let's add goading attack to it too.
All right.
Okay. Okay, 20 damage and
He fails. Wow. You guys turn this around.
okay. Second attack then is 9 damage.
You set your sights on this guy. You pull the trigger twice, and he collapses on the ground.
Yeah!
One shot going through his throat, the next shot going through the middle of his head, and he collapses on the ground in spasms. Hello, this is your DM here. DM obviously stands for David's Mayo. Yep, that's really the secret sauce. That's what they don't tell you, is that it's all just David's Mayo. And you can infer what that means. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of You Might Be Wondering How We Got Here. First of all, apologies for the skipped week. We finally hammered out the last of the technical difficulties. We shouldn't have any more for the rest of the season. Mind you that the season probably will only be about another 10 to 12 episodes, so keep your eyes peeled for that. The finale will be coming out fairly soon. We will also be getting back to our weekly episode release starting this week. Yeah, so thanks so much for listening to this episode. If you like what we do, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at YMBW Podcast. And if you really like what we do and you want to support us, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/YMBW Podcast, where we have a whole bunch of bonus content, including the final episode of Candle, which will be coming out later today. Also, there are other tiers in which you can get your name read on the show. You can get special messages from us. You can get a personal session DM by yours truly. That is all at patreon.com/YMBW Podcast. And also, if you want to support the show but maybe don't have the money financially, you can also rate us on 5 stars on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. And hey, if you're listening on Spotify, go ahead and follow us on Spotify. Those metrics really help, and also you'll get notified whenever you get the next episode of the podcast. So Thanks so much for listening. Again, we'll be getting back to our weekly schedule starting next week, so keep your eyes peeled for the next episode and get back into this one. Tweet about the show. Use the hashtag YMBW. Season 2, we're recording it now. Let's go.
Okay.
Nice.
Can I, since it is
We're not out of initiative.
well, it's technically my turn,
There's
isn't
a
it?
tree ant.
Is it not?
Nope, the tree ant's turn.
Is it not floundering in the water?
Yeah, you're right.
It pulls itself out of the water and is going to strike you twice, Julie,
Yay.
for summoning it.
For giving birth to me.
It's a 15 and an 18, so
Okay,
one of them hits.
Actually, I'll use parry.
To reduce damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on, I think how much it is, because I can...
11, 16 plus... you take 22 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm
I would
parrying
parry.
that.
Yeah, that's a big hit. Ugh, these are
Okay, how much
big
damage
boys.
was it?
22.
Okay, I'm taking 18.
Okay. All right. Wes, your turn.
Last of my sorcery points to quicken spell. I cast Dispel Magic on myself to stop the levitation.
Sorry, actually, you would have fallen down to the ground.
Oh, by now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
then-
but you would have actually taken... Sorry. Oh, my God. That's a lot of damage. Make an acrobatics check to try to reduce some of this.
19.
19? Okay, so you only take half damage. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down to the ground.
Okay. In which case, I don't use my sorcery points if I'm on the ground to dispel magic on myself. And I use first level fiery chromatic orb at the tree ant as I yell, kill the tree ant and then line up and smoke the goldfish all at once.
Okay, make your attack.
19.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. 12 points of fire damage against
All right.
a tree.
You
I don't
see
know
it
if
go
it's-
up into smoke. It does double damage.
Hell yeah, that's what I figured.
How much you say? 12?
Yeah, so 24.
So 24. All right.
Everybody.
That was it?
Yep,
Okay.
that is my turn.
Up next, we have Blurog. Blurog now kind of taking account of the battle scene that's going on, is going to take 2 shots. You see him sink 1 arrow into the side of the tree, and it kind of sticks out about a half inch. How long does polymorph last? An hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
We're A-okay.
We're
Okay.
okay. We can
Nelson, you're up.
kill this thing with cantrips and melee attacks. We have plenty of time.
Yeah, except for the fact that it hit me for like 22 damage that last time.
Yeah, this guy don't play around when it comes to punching. So, Nelson, your turn. What are you up?
I am going to run over to... can I reach it? Yeah, to the safe.
Okay. Yeah, you see this kind of safe. It's this kind of brass safe with this kind of pin pad inlaid onto it. What are you doing?
Can I see if I can figure out how to open it?
Yeah, you kind of peer at it. It seems like it's just this pin pad. Go ahead and make a hacking check
Yep.
with your +2 hacking glove.
Yes. Ooh, that's a natural 20. Oh my god!
Natural 20? Okay, it takes your entire turn, but you manage to... You see the bolt door opening up slowly.
I am a god!
Ziv and Zav are going to go try to blast this guy. Ziv and Zav are both going to blast this thing. Zav is going to use fire, seeing how effective it was. Ziv is going to try to use that fist that has been useless this entire time. 17. That just... Oh my god, he finally hits with the Bigby's hand. You see the both simultaneously, the fist and the hand both slam into this guy. He's starting to show some signs of wear and tear, but he's seeming to crumble. Julie, your turn.
Can I scoop the goldfish out of the water?
Make no.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's too far away from you. I mean, you could dive back into the water.
No.
Okay.
And the tree ant still...
Still right up next to you.
Yeah, let's, can I back away?
If you do, you'll take an opportunity attack.
Okay, let's take out the shield sword.
Okay.
And let's bash it twice with the shield.
Okay. Make 2 attacks.
That is a 13
That misses.
and a 24.
That hits.
10 damage.
10 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's looking pretty close to death, but it's gonna lash out at you crazily.
Okay. Okay.
2 slam attacks. A 14
Nope.
and a 17.
Nope.
The 17 doesn't hit?
No, because I have my shield out now. So
Oh,
I'm
you
at
have
a
your shield
19.
out. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man.
Suck it,
Wow.
O'Neal.
Wowza.
What a legend.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
finally.
this thing bashes you, but you managed to get your sword shield in between you guys right as it happens.
I can actually use a reaction with it too, I think.
That is your reaction, is,
Oh, okay.
is to pop the shield out. All right. Wes, you're up.
That would be a fire chromatic orb.
Roll it.
I'm going to end this boy's whole career. 25.
It's
That's... Oh, hell yeah. 19 times 2.
36.
19 times
38.
2.
38. 38
You
points of
see
fire
this thing
damage.
just light up in flames. It's creaking and crawling, and yeah, it's not looking great.
It's
it looks
still
like
alive?
Oh my god.
one small breath would take this thing out. Let's see if Blorog can bring that one small breath. Sure does. It dies. Blorog sinks one, as you can light it on fire, Blorog sinks one arrow into it, and it stumbles back and falls into the water, sinking
That was the
slowly.
definition of I brought you into this world, then I can take you out.
It was exactly 45 seconds old.
Oh, that's sad, O'Neal.
It only knew pain.